let's get into like the topic at hand. Yes. So the topic is I want these days to turn to years. So you have this book, and I want you to tell us about the book and
Mhm.
what was the inspiration of you starting the book, and how did you feel after the book?
So I wrote I Forgive Her, and it's a memoir based on some domestic violence that I experienced in my marriage. And I wrote the book because I was hiding for a long time. I was in the marriage for 12 years and I was hiding. And so when I say I was hiding, I wasn't sharing with anyone that was happening to me. And because I think part of me was still hopeful that I could be the Cosbys because that's who I really wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. My mother, she was single and or is single, and I just didn't really have any couples to base how I wanted the family to be. But I was very envious of the Cosby Show, and I wanted it to be like that. Well, it didn't end up being like that. I was experiencing physical violence and different things throughout the marriage. And once I left, I realized I was really hiding because I was embarrassed, because society puts a lot on you. They say, why would you just stay? That's a long time. And I think until you're involved in certain things, you can't speak on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a sensitive topic, but I took some time for myself. I wasn't dating, and I didn't rush anything. I really took my process serious, journaling, and really just getting to know me because I was really trying to figure out why I was allowing that. Right? When you're in a relationship, you need to find out instead of playing necessarily a blame game, you need to kind of figure out what part did you play,
Mm-hmm.
right? And one of the parts that I played was allowing. Another part that I played was not holding him accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Another part was low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
So when I figured all that out, as I'm getting out of the marriage, I'm saying, yeah, yo, you got some stuff. Because why did you sit up there and put up with that?
Mm-hmm.
What would make you feel that you deserve that?
Right.
But being hopeful was a part of it, just hoping and hoping that I could keep my family. And I started working at Dow, right? And I after the marriage, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was having a hard time really getting a stable job because when the world wonders where you get the gaps from, right? You've been a stay-at-home mom 5 years. You claim you know how to do X, Y, Z still after the 5 years. Hey, we don't know if we really want you to be around. So it took me a minute to gain really strong stability employment. So I started working at Dow Chemical, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, stability. Got my own office, blah, blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one day they call me in there and they tell me, yeah, close the door. I'm like, close the door for what? Like, usually if they've got something they want me to do, they'll just say, come in and I'll do it. Well, they tell me to close the door this time. They tell me to close the door. And in between that, I had been at my desk and the iPhone, remember the iPhone would tell you how much time you spent like on each app.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wouldn't word it like that. I think it was like social, this many. So my phone told me I spent like 3 hours, 15 minutes on social or whatever this word was, right? But it meant like social media type of platforms, a collective of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right before that, I'm knowing that, okay, the 3 hours. And like, sis, where you getting 3 hours when you sleep about 7,
Mm-hmm.
work about 8, you're somebody's mama for a portion of like, where are you getting 3 hours? So